Hey guys, it's Thursday morning. It's hot and humid out. We hope you enjoy listening to the show. We had big stories for you today. We spoke about late night noise complaints and the Dubai restaurant that needs your support.
And so if you are not subscribed to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast, subscribe wherever you get your podcast from and enjoy the show.
Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: UAE leaders congratulate Indian Prime Minister Modi on his re-election.
As well, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan expresses solidarity with Palestine on social media.
The RTA addresses late night noise complaint.
As well, I'm shutting down in 10 days. A Dubai restaurant needs support.
And do stay tuned. Later on in the show, we're going to be joined by Sandra Sahi. She's going to be talking powerful melodies, love languages, and her fabulous walk-in closet sessions.
It's 243 days since the genocide began on October 7 in Gaza. The current death toll stands at 36,586. The number of injured people is 83,074, and 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
Today's weather, it's humid morning. I'm sure you'll have noticed highs of 38 degrees Celsius in Dubai today. 47 degrees was the hottest temperature recorded in the UAE yesterday. That took place in the Al Dhafar region at 1:45 p.m. So avoid that if you can. It's 8:31. Before we jump into our top stories, this sticker, this video was shared on our profile yesterday, and it's really dividing debate. Basically, it's a sticker that says new female driver, and then it said caution, right? So we're saying, does it promote outdated gender stereotypes?
So there is a stereotype that women cannot drive. And I think who created the stereotype is men. When in fact, I feel like women, I don't feel like I know. Women can be better drivers than men.
I don't think there should be a differentiation between who's better and who's worse. I think on any given day, a person is like when, let's say examples of when people have their most accidents. They say it's closer to your home when you're tired.
Yeah.
That's gender indifferent.
Okay, exactly.
So why promote this gender stereotype? And then all of these, Annie Raput says, I need this. And some of the comments are like, you know, women are worse drivers, period. But then other people say, how is this an issue? It shouldn't matter if it's men or women. But it does, because that sticker is a thing. See, it exists.
It does, but I think that the sticker was made because, you know, they are making fun of the stereotype that is totally not true. If someone is going to come and make fun of me for something, I would be like, oh yeah, yeah, I am like that. And I would make fun of it just to, you know, be like back at them. And that's what I actually do. When I first started driving, my parents made the most fun of me. And they would make it like the talk topic of every family gathering.
What?
Literally. And then they'd be like, oh yeah, don't go out with Farah. They'd be like, oh my God, you're safe, oh my God. My dad would be like, oh, I lost weight. And I'd be like, you lost weight from what?
No, that's so mean.
Exactly. And I would make fun of them. Like, I'd take like the keys and I'd be like, Baba, I'm gonna go for a drive. Take care. And I think that like the point of the sticker is because they are making fun of the stereotype. And I think who made the stereotype, which is so not true, as you said, it shouldn't be, you know, like related to any gender.
Yeah.
I think men made the stereotype because men go like, oh yeah, that's for sure a woman driving. That's for sure.
It's men that play into it. I agree. And I actually agree with you. I think it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek because the person who has it on their car has got to be a female, right? But I still think that when you make those, when you choose to kind of make fun of it, you're still highlighting that there's a difference, which I think that we should try to remove. So although I think it's tongue-in-cheek, and I think that probably is a woman being like, hey, this is me and I rule the road, I still don't think we should have them.
Well, you're taking it from a very mature side, Casey. You're very mature, but for me, I'm very petty. So that's what I would do. I would be like, well, look, I have the keys. Oh my God, I'm gonna check. Oh, should I take care, please? And he would make fun of it, and he would say things like, oh, should we remove, you know, like any curbs for you to drive? Should we
get those
like
roller skate, like the extra wheels? Can I say though, those stickers make so. you're not required to have a sticker on your car once you get your license here.
Yeah.
But I kept one on mine until my car had a sorry end in the floods. But previous floods, rat floods. I kept on the car because you get less beeps.
Yeah, that's true.
When you have a learner sticker.
That is true.
I had a learner sticker for as long as I could. Yeah, it was great.
But sometimes they bully you. But sometimes, by the way, the cars on the road bully you for having the sticker.
The learner sticker, they bully you. No, that's so mean.
They do.
My personal experience was the first week I was driving, I had no sticker. I got so many beeps because I didn't know what I was doing. I just passed my test. And as soon as I put that sticker on, I could do whatever I wanted. It's great.
I don't know. I got bullied, but it's fine.
When?
Yeah, when I first got the sticker and I would like be driving, I would have like cars like, I don't know, flashing at me and beeping. I'd be in the middle, like not even on the left lane on the fast lane. I would be like in the middle, just like in my own lane. And then I would ignore and I would see like the car like pass by my side and they'd be like, ha, 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 ha. And I'd be like, that's so mean.
You know what? In summary, doesn't matter what the sticker is. If you see someone who's alerting you that they're a new driver, just give them a little bit of leeway. It's really scary, especially the Dubai roads. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. 8:36, let's jump into our top story today. UAE leaders congratulate Indian Prime Minister Modi on his re-election. UAE leaders have congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi on his re-election, including His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, along with His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who all shared messages of congratulations on X, wishing the Prime Minister success in his new term.
And BZ wrote, I extend my sincere congratulations to my friend Narendra Modi, of course, on his re-election as Prime Minister and wish him success in leading India to further progress and growth. Our two countries enjoy a deeply rooted strategic partnership, and I look forward to our continued collaboration aimed at advancing the shared development goals of our nations and our people.
This follows a shock result for the leader after Modi's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party didn't secure the 272 seats needed to win an outright majority in Parliament, which means the new government will need a coalition. Let's jump in to closer to home, following a similar theme of people posting on social media.
His Highness Sheikh Hamdan expresses solidarity with Palestine on social media. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai, shared a photo of a Palestinian child amidst the rubble in Gaza.
On October 23, 2023, His Highness shared a photo with an Arabic caption saying, Palestine, be God, be their mercy and strength.
The UAE has shown its support as it stands in solidarity with the victims of Palestine ever since the genocide began on October 7, which honestly is so proud, makes us all so proud as residents and as citizens. Of course, you know, the fact that the UAE is actually constantly showing their support to the victims of Palestine.
And we speak regularly about how important simply awareness is, particularly when you have a large platform, the difference it can make to show that you're standing behind, whether it's for the people there to see it, but also it means that it gives more comfort to people here to be able to raise their voices even more. So we're going to jump into our next story. We're talking about noise complaints in Dubai, what you can do if they happen to you.
So RTA addresses late-night noise complaint. A Dubai expat raised concerns about noise from late-night workers in her community and reported it to the RTA, saying no respect for a residential area. And of course, the RTA addressed the issue.
This is amazing. So when you have an issue, the RTA, if you post it on X, they really do get back to you and they're quite specific with their responses. So get onto them if you need to on Twitter. So the RTA, they quickly addressed this issue. What they did was they contacted the contractor doing the building and they said to refrain from late night work. However, the late night roadwork did continue despite the RTA's request, prompting the resident to address the issue once more.
Now, via X, RTA addressed the issue, saying, our inspectors have visited the site and we have instructed the contractor to avoid late hours work.
Then what happened was they basically announced that it's going to be one more week until the work is done. So I think it's come to a bit of a stalemate in that, okay, it's going to be done. You've got a couple more days. So I think the person's just going to probably deal with it, that they know it's going to be done. But it is interesting, like if you have so this is on the building side, and the building one is really tricky because we don't want people working during the day outside. They're going to change the hours. I think it's always the middle of June that they announce reduced working hours during the day. But even so, working even now midday for people outside is a really difficult situation to be in. So if we can avoid that in any way, that we should. But if you have a noisy neighbor, have you ever had a noisy neighbor? Do you have noisy neighbors right now?
Right now, no. But I remember, like back in my old house, I would be like sleeping, and I would hear screaming from like like the our top floor, right? The floor on top, and they would be like screaming. I'd be like, oh my god, like the couple are so toxic. They keep on screaming.
Fighting couple.
Yeah, there are a couple, and they keep on screaming. And the lady, then the next day, I would wake up to her crying. I'd be like, oh my god, like should I go and check on her if she's okay? And my mom would be like, that's none of your business. Stay in your lane, because like I would not want to annoy them. I would not want to bother them. But yeah. I had.
Interesting on that one. Shoe on the other foot, because I think a lot of people are always in the situation. Something is happening next door, whether it's they're making noise, whether it's loud kids, whether it's mowing the lawn on a Saturday morning at 8 a.m., which some people think that's therapeutic. To other people, it's their worst nightmare. So you're in the situation of what do I do? But put the shoe on the other foot. If you were the mower of that lawnmower, if you were the woman who's upset, do you want your neighbor to come to you?
I wouldn't, because look, the thing is, like, if you are in, like, let's say, like, arguing with your boyfriend or your husband, you are, even if someone, like, I don't know, like a stranger comes to you, you probably are not going to listen to them. You're going to be like, yeah, he is not a good person. Leave the relationship. Why do you care? She's not going to leave. But my friend has done that, because like I remember my friend. She lives nearby, and she did say like she caught a lady getting abused by her. She doesn't know if it's her boyfriend or her husband, and then she like helped her, told her like she can contact the police, and she did not contact the police. And that's the thing, see, like that's what happens. Like it's gonna it's gonna turn around, and you are gonna look like a fool. So I think like maybe it's better to sometimes maybe stay in your lane, because you are the stranger and you are not a professional. So
yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's so hard because we're human at the end of the day, and you want to help someone. But
true,
if you're hearing someone in their private area and maybe they don't want to share the story, but then at the other end of it, maybe they have no one to talk to, and maybe they're too scared to talk to friends, and then maybe a stranger. So there's no black and white, case by case situation. And if the neighbor is mowing the lawn on a less serious topic, I would go and have a conversation.
Really?
I think if it really bothered me, if something really bothered me, and it was because you've got community rules, and if it was mowing the lawn outside of the loud noises hours, because you know what bugs me? You know what really bugs me? I'm in a community WhatsApp group for where I live.
Oh wow!
And people put, it's a lot. Oh, it's a lot. It's like constant, and people put their issues on the WhatsApp group.
No way.
And they say, I've seen this person do this, and it's like, you don't know if they're in this group. What you're doing is you're sharing your problem with 300 people. I think if you have a problem, and usually if you don't have a problem, you're the problem. So I'm probably the problem. But if you have a problem, go if you can, and if you don't think it's going to be an aggressive situation, which in general I don't think it is, I'd rather people... rather than we think that we can complain. I think sometimes as a city, as a people, we're too complainy.
Yeah.
And people vent these things on social media because they have a platform and there's people to listen. But it just spreads sometimes a toxic energy, and it's like, have a conversation with someone to try and fix it.
Have you ever gotten like disturbed from like neighbor noises as well?
Oh no.
Since you asked me, I just like spilled everything.
No, that's the thing, because I sleep through everything.
Okay.
I wake up early. I don't know. Let me think.
God.
But I probably caused some problems. No, I do. Back in the day, who knows? No.
Never know.
Never have I been super bugged by a neighbor. Never, I don't think.
I mean, I don't know, but like for me, like my sleep is so light that if anyone would even enter my room, I would wake up and I would be so angry. So angry, like, oh, why did you wake me up? And they'd be like, oh no, I just wanted to like do
But that's
something.
internal.
Yeah.
Like
So,
if my partner woke me up, that's a whole other story. There'd be a complaint.
Yeah, there would be a complaint.
There'd be a written complaint. Let's jump into our next story. We want this story to get attention. It deserves your time. So this video was shared 3 days ago and it said, I'm shutting down in 10 days. This Dubai restaurant needs your support. Biryani Mani is a family operated restaurant located in Ras Al Khor and they need your help. So the owner posted this call for action on Instagram 3 days ago saying, I'm shutting down my restaurant in 10 days. This was a restaurant he opened a year and a half ago with his wife to share the fusion of Bangladeshi and Indian cuisine in Dubai. He and his wife said they have put love and hard work into this, but heartbreakingly, they say love is not enough.
The owner shared their financial details. They said love is not enough. They need money. He said they need 96 and 500,000 dirhams per month and as well 3,200 dirhams per day to stay open. Right now, they are currently average of 30,000 dirhams per month. They ranked everyone who has supported their business and said they have only 10 days to turn this around.
I just feel for, we're the city of entrepreneurship, we're the city of small businesses, and these guys, they've put everything into their business for the last year and a half, and they've just got that crunch time. And if they're not able to make this cash, they're going to shut down. And in the video, he touchingly said, Dubai is a great spirit. He grew up here and he believes in the spirit of this city. And he said a lot can happen in 10 days. So they invite everyone to come down, try their mutton pilaf or their traditional roasted chicken if you can.
Honestly,
if you can, are they on?
Yeah.
Deliver? Are you on? Can we order? Can we order right now on the show to Biryani Man? I just wonder if you're available for order because, a small action by everyone could help them.
True.
But the numbers that he mentioned are interesting.
Huge.
There's a lot to make up there.
It's a very big number, honestly. But as you said, is that maybe they just need a little, as they said as well. They need just a little bit of support. It's not an easy number, but. The people of Dubai are definitely bigger than the number.
They're on Talabat, they're on Zomato, and I literally just opened Zomato. It says this place is a hidden gem, and we don't know.
See, the thing is, I think what happens is people often have this fear of trying new things and opt for restaurants that are their comfort zones. You know what I mean? And they do for sure. I'm fully sure that it is a very good restaurant with amazing food and amazing vibes and amazing everything. But it's just the people sometimes maybe they just feel like, hey, I'd rather go to this place that I have tried for years that that I know.
Or maybe it's just not a location that you would go because I haven't been in Ras Al Khor in quite some time, so I wouldn't even think of it. But now that we know that it's on Zomato, it's on Talabat, which I'm pretty sure that means we can order it. Why don't we order it today? We'll put it on Lovin Instagram stories that we're ordering it, and if we could get a couple of people to just drum up support. And if you order from Biryani Man today, tag us, we'll reshare the story, and let's just try and get as many orders that we can through today, tomorrow. Apparently their catchy biryani is good.
Ooh,
the taste speaks
yummy.
for itself. Good portion size, non-greasy. Spices are perfectly balanced, and this is according to Chef Deloy, who wrote a review a couple of months ago. But it'd be really cool if we could get people to just get out, maybe just ordering or get down there. It would mean so much to one family. And if you've ever been in the situation of small business and it's not working out, you can only just really feel for this family and what they're going through. They have a lot to make up in 7 days, but we all talk about the greatness of the city and its people, so maybe we could do something on that front. So order, tag us in your stories, and we will do the very same, and let's try and get some, even if we don't keep it open, we'll get some support there just so they know that the community is behind them.
I agree with you. And the thing is, as you said, you guys, we never know what's going to happen. Things can switch in one day, I promise. The amount of times that my dad all the time tells me, whenever I'm sad or something that I wanted to happen did not happen in the way that I wanted to, he tells me, Farah, things can flip and switch in one night. And it often, does. So maybe if you guys, if every one of you just supports the restaurant and orders something, you never know what's going to happen. And 96, yes, it's not an easy number. It's a very big number, but it is doable. What's the number of population is in Dubai?
There's 10 million in the country, 9 million in the country. Dubai is like no. I feel like this is a number we should know.
Okay. Well, it's actually a very big number. It's oh God,
I've just shared it on the group that we're going to order today from Biryani Mani.
Okay.
Yeah, as a team. So Millie is going to kill me, who's in charge of our meals, because I've ordered something else, but we're going to have 2 meals. Okay, so let's all order from there today. It looks delicious, so it means we're going to have a great lunch. Guys, how many million in Dubai?
How many million? Oh,
I thought you were...
I'll show you Dubai population. Look at this huge number, 3 million.
3.5 billion. 8:50 on a Thursday morning. Guys, stay tuned. We're going to be joined by Sandra Sahi very shortly. We're talking powerful melodies, love languages, and walk-in closet sessions. Do stay tuned. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is Sandra Sahi, a talented musician and social media personality, from getting slimed at Nickelodeon to performing at the Fridge. Welcome to the show. We're so excited to have you this morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here at a busy time.
Yes, it is a busy time indeed.
Yes. So your new album, Love Languages, is supposed to be dropped on June 20.
It was supposed to be dropped today, actually, I believe June 6th, but we have decided to postpone it by 2 weeks to enhance the listener's experience. We are going to be adding one more track that wasn't supposed to be there. So yeah,
nice.
It's for the best. It's for the best.
Tell us about it. Tell us about the album.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful project. It represents me the most as an artist, just by the name, just like it indicates it. Love Languages. I put the title together based off of the simple idea that I sing love songs in all the languages that I speak, which are French, English, Arabic, and I added a bit of Spanish occasionally here and there as well.
Interesting. So love languages, my perception of it was like the 5 types of love languages that we have as people. Does that play into it as well?
It doesn't. That's the thing. I took that and translated it into my own idea of very simply like just it being love languages, like languages that I actually sing in.
Okay. And do these come, like I have to ask, do they come from personal experiences? Like, are you Adele?
Am I Adele? The languages you mean?
No, the songs that you write about, the love songs.
Yeah.
Where does the inspiration
No,
come from?
100% they come from experiences. Sometimes I also like to place my shoes in someone else's, for example, experience, or I don't particularly all write about my own experiences, but definitely I would say majority of it is from my own. Yeah.
Speaking of love,
yes.
What is one advice that you would give to someone who's struggling in, with the love department right now?
I would say you still always have time. Don't try to rush things. Don't try to make it something that potentially it won't be or it's not. Or don't set too high of expectations. Just make sure to take your time and I think definitely settle in for the right time for the right person.
Love that.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything about yourself writing this new album?
Oh my God, yeah. Well, first of all, I started writing more Arabic in this album, and I think all my listeners, they always told me like, Sandra, sing more in Arabic. I did find more comfort into doing that. That was a bit of a challenging part before for myself, so I definitely learned that I can actually do it and I can actually write a bit more in Arabic and be more flexible out there. So there were like challenges along the way, but I just learned to overall be more creative and be more open to writing and, all of these beautiful languages and throw in some new ideas that I haven't particularly sang about before.
Well, now let's go back in time. Tell us about like your music journey. How did it start? When was your first song? When did you figure out that you do have a talent?
Yeah. Figuring out that I had a talent, I started super young, like at 6 or 7. I was just, I have this fond memory of my mother just doing chores and everything around the house and just sitting me down in front of a TV and putting like just Arabic like live shows, like concerts of artists that I used to love, still love, but used to adore back in the days. So I think this says a lot already about, the fact that I listened to music and listened to those artists from a very young age, I automatically then developed to have a certain love and affiliation with music itself. But I grew up in Belgium. So I'm Iraqi, but I grew up in Belgium. So growing up in Belgium, I didn't have much of Arabic media. I had more also of like Western media. So I used to be a big fan of like Disney Channel and all the Disney movies and the musicals. So I was very, I dreamed of like being one day on a Disney musical and everything. So instead of going back home later on in school and doing my homework, I would go upstairs and lock myself in the room so that no one can see. And I used to like climb on my bed and grab a guitar, which I had no idea how to play guitar. I had one in my room, and I just used to like pretend to be a singer, like singing on stage, and the bed would be my stage. So yeah.
I love that so much, that visual.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking like, so you're growing up in Belgium and you're listening to Arabic melodies.
Yeah.
Was that common in your class for, like that type of musical inspiration, or?
I think definitely because we are, an Arab family, we still always, despite us living in Belgium and I've grown up there for 12 years, it doesn't matter. You will still have culture in your household at the end of the day. Your mom will still cook this amazing Arab food. Your dad will always put some oud, music or songs in the background. So I grew up with that culture, and I feel like definitely this has a way of playing a role that it is playing today, as an artist, that I grew up listening to Arabic. And my mom also actually used to sing and still does. She has a beautiful voice, my mom. So yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. Speaking of culture, and of course, like you were in Belgium, but you're Iraqi.
Yeah.
Did you like face like any, I would say, kind of like bullying?
Yeah.
University.
Yeah. I did 100%. I actually went to school there, primary school, and it was a bit rough. I used to get bullied for, being this girl that has like dark hair, and I just looked different, and there was a lot of diverse people as well in the school, and I think every one of them would kind of get picked up on, which is a bit sad, now looking back at it, I'm like, why? If we were, I think in today's world, I don't think particularly this would have happened, but growing up in Belgium, and there's around all of those like stereotypes and the people looking the same. When you look different, back in the days at least, you would get picked up. You would get picked on a lot. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I did go through challenges. I did feel not so loved. I did feel all of these things, but you grow out of it. Like today, thinking about it, I don't want to be dramatic and say it made me the person that I am today, but like, I'm just proud of where I am today, and this is the journey, this is the path.
I was going to ask, like, what is one piece of advice that you would give, but I feel like you've answered in that, you grow up and you look back and it's made you stronger.
You will grow up, and you will, even though I believe things are always a phase. Like, there's always a period for things. If you go through this, it doesn't mean that you'll go through it for the rest of your life. And better so, even if you go through it, just imagine yourself like 10, 15, 20 years from now. No one's going to remember that. Like, you're not going to, you might remember it, but you'll be at another place in your life. So don't really bum yourself out because of things that happened years ago or like over a decade ago.
Well, speaking of now, which you are such an amazing artist, of course, and of course, social media is part of your life. It's part of everyone's life. So how important is social media to your career and shaping your career as well?
It's been very, very important and also challenging, but, it's been important because I believe every artist, and I'm not saying artist as in singer, songwriter, every single form of an artist, I think it's an expressive tool. You can use it to express your art, to show what you do to people. You can use it to boost your career and, just to promote what you do to people, get your message out there. So it has been a very effective tool for me, at least personally, especially that I started on YouTube with vlogging when I was 16. So vlogging actually since a young age helped me a lot, because this is what made me have the confidence I have now on cameras, shooting music videos, talking publicly, doing interviews, doing podcasts, like all of these things. You know, I would have never been able to do them if it wasn't for, you know, looking a bit funny, talking to myself on a camera, walking around like downtown in Dubai Mall, people looking like, what is she doing, you know? So it's really enabled me and boosted me as well. So I do think social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of that is a very extremely powerful tool, until it falls in the wrong hands or with misusage, of course. But I do believe, you know, everyone's responsible for that. You do need to kind of always have an eye on how you use social media.
What do you think gave you the confidence to take that first step to post that first blog? Because I think a lot of people sit there, you know, they want a lot from social media, but they don't know how to get there.
How to get there, exactly. It's very true. I do get that question a lot from even followers and my fans. So what I would say is, look, to me, I didn't really struggle to put a first video out there, because it's something that I knew I wanted to do since I was young. But it was just about waiting for the right moment. Like, okay, which age do I reach where my parents will allow me being on YouTube and everything? So, but I do believe like everything comes, you know, should come at the right time. Don't rush it. If you don't feel like you are there, or you don't have like that 100 push and like 100% push, just wait it out a bit. It's not after all, if you're passionate about something, I always have this conversation as well with my family, with my friends. The way that artists succeed is not to have fame in their mind. You don't, you know, dream to, oh, like I want to be famous and I want to have money. If you're an artist, you will be passionate about your art. And when you are passionate about your art, you will want to perhaps have the drive and motivation to like put it out there, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's talk about your closet sessions. Of course, they are perfect.
Oh my God, no one has ever noticed these, by the way.
The sound is beautiful.
I'm so happy.
It is. So how long did it take to perfect the setup?
Not a long time. I mean, it's such a basic setup, by the way. Like it's in my like little walk-in closet. I was like, okay, you know, I just learned to edit my vocals and chop them and do my own editing. So I was very happy and proud of that. And so I literally found myself like recording covers every single night in my room. And then I was like, I want to film them, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want to go all out. I want to make it a very cozy thing. Just me, myself, and I singing and then posting it. Just like the good old days on YouTube, you know? So that's where the idea came to me. So setup was very basic, literally a little ring light, my phone, a playback, like the playback of the tracks on my laptop, like off camera, and I would just sing and have fun with it, basically.
They're so beautiful. I just feel like it's so powerful, that one person, that one voice. It's really great.
Thank you.
So I just wondered if there was like a big like scene going on behind.
Not at all. No, but this goes to show you don't need a big, you know, you don't need a big, you know, production team or something. Like it's kind of like paying homage to the good old days where I would also be like 16 and 15 and setting up my little camera. I just kind of like recreated that vibe, but today, if that makes sense.
You briefly touched on vocals, and I always consider artists, because no one really thinks about like, what do you do for training? So they say that Taylor Swift has like, you know, she does steaming and she does all sorts. When you're preparing for a gig, like, and just in general, how do you protect your vocals?
Definitely a lot of tea. So tomorrow I do have a gig, for example, gonna be on a lot of, you know, wake up in the morning, take the vitamin C, take some extra vitamins even tonight before the show. Drink a lot of warm stuff, soups, tea, that always helps. Not talk a lot, not be overhyped a lot, not raising. I'm someone who like, I will literally go out one night with my girlfriends, scream for like just literally 2 minutes and my voice will be gone. So I have a super sensitive voice, so that's my way of taking care of it. You don't talk a lot, don't sing a lot until it's the time for like the vocal warm-ups tomorrow.
Nil by words.
Exactly.
Show, basically.
Actually, you're on the show right now, but it's fine. It's fine. You can go back and just like have like something
fine, don't worry.
hot to eat. To drink for sure.
Drink,
So you were on Nickelodeon Arabic.
Yes.
And you got slimed.
Yeah.
What was the experience like? How did it go? Just like give us the details.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Getting slimed is one of the most unexpected things that you would think of in your life.
Okay.
Like, you know, you would think, okay, you think about like, should I go skydiving? Like, do the craziest things, you know? But sliming is just one of those things. It's just way too crazy. So when I actually got slimed on stage with like live cameras everywhere, first of all, they did tell me like, don't open your mouth. And what did I do? I opened my mouth. So basically half the slime went in my mouth. It was a very, very like funny experience.
What's it taste like? It just feels gross.
It's so gross, and it does taste gross. It's like paint. It's like a thick substance.
Yeah.
You don't really know how to describe it. But yeah, it gets super slippery. So that's why they were like, you know, please be careful, like off stage. I was walking back and all those people were like doing this, you know, like take your time, like slow down, because it does get very slippery. But it was overall a super fun experience, to be honest.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Before you leave us, we're going to play a hot or not session with Sandra Sahi. So we're going to name something and you have to tell us if it's hot or not. Really simple. If it's hot, you tell us why, and if it's not, you press the buzzer.
Okay, perfect. If it's not, I press the buzzer?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to check if it works?
Yeah. Okay, you have to like press it hard. I love that.
This is live and it hasn't worked before. It was awkward.
Oh my god.
Okay, so TikTok dances.
Hot.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
TikTok dances, I've done some. If you're someone who loves to dance and it's like not a cringe dance, it's actually dancing, which a lot of people are doing now. Like actual choreographers, you know, like put in the work, choreographing like a whole thing. I find that really nice to showcase that on TikTok.
Instagram's new ad feature they might bring in.
I actually didn't hear about that.
So there's this thing on it, they're saying that they're going to, you know, on YouTube, it's like a 5-10 second ad before you can continue to scroll.
Listen, we don't need more ads, people. We do not need more ads. Nope.
That is a no.
Yeah.
Well, so yesterday, Casey and I were on the show, and we mentioned that there is a social media ban for teenagers that are under 15-year-olds.
It might come in Europe. What do you think?
So what do you think of it? Hot or not?
A social media ban for 15 years old
and under.
I mean, it depends how they use the like internet.
So you're not with it?
I don't think I'm with it. No.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, again, it really all depends on how you use it. If a 15 or under is gonna use it for something that, you know, he's not supposed to, then maybe it is for the best. But at the same time, like, let them live, you know, like let them go on internet. So I have mixed feelings about this one.
Yeah.
So 15 feels old for me. Like the things I was doing at 15, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like 15 these days seems so like people like 15 when I was 15 and like 2014, 2015, it wasn't the same as like 15 and 2024. You know, a lot has changed.
100%.
Yeah. Maybe 11. Ban it for under 11s. Okay, 2 more to go. LinkedIn for dating.
No, please. I heard so many stories like that. Let's not do that, people. Let's not do that. No.
There's the time and a place.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the time and the place?
The time and the place. I mean, just do your thing on Instagram. You know, at least it's known. Like Instagram is known to like have like photos and videos. It just makes more sense, you know. Dating apps as well. I mean, that's what they're created for. Obviously, I'm not a fan of them. Don't use them. But you know. There's apps created for that, so might as well use them. Yeah.
Well, manifesting your dream.
Manifesting your dream, 100%. 100%.
Have you manifested yours?
I have. Yeah, I would say I have.
How?
I mean, because I knew that's what I grew up wanting to do, and I'm actually doing it. And I knew that since I was like 6. The conversation that we had earlier, like, this is exactly how I knew.
The girl who was sitting on her bedroom bed in Belgium listening to Disney movies.
Yeah, pretending to play guitar and singing and making my bed my own stage. And I'm actually performing on stages now, so.
Sandra Sahi's new album, Love Languages, drops on June 20th, but you can catch her live tomorrow night at the Fridge. Do you want to tell us where?
Yeah, it's going to be in Estorcal Avenue at the Fridge. Doors will be opening at 7:30 p.m. and show will be starting at 8.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, girls.
That brings us to the end of the show. Thank you, Farah. We'll see you
Casey.
tomorrow morning. It's going to be Friday. Yay. Have a brilliant day. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.